Welcome, everyone, to another episode of AIME's Grow and Get It. I'm Tom Allis, President of Growth here at AIME. And today I'm going to be talking about using non-QM products to build relationships with referral partners with the one and only Isabel Williams, broker, co-owner of Be My Neighbor Mortgage. If you don't know Isabel, you must have been kind of hiding under a rock. She's somewhat everywhere. Her partner, Chris Griffith, Nathan Nottingham, just a really, I don't know if you guys could have a better name. Be My Neighbor, right? Everybody that's with your organization is 100% driven by servicing not only brokers, but clients, obviously big into vetted VA as you kind of own and run that as well. Or I should say Chris and Nathan, whatever the case is, but also another good service for brokers to use. But you touch base on a really good topic here, right? A lot of it trying to come into a new relationship with agents or build a relationship with agents and talking about, oh, we've got great rates, or, those are really kind of fall on deaf ears. So do me a favor. How do you use non-QM products to build relationships with new referral partners?
So I kind of feel like in our industry, you have to be able to bring people a solution, right? And right now there's such a need for new buyers that couldn't get into purchasing real estate just a couple of years ago because it was insane, right? We had people with a ton of cash, everybody was getting outbid, and unless you're living under a rock, you notice that there's been a shift, in the mortgage sector, right? Existing homes aren't up on the market for sale. There's a lot of new construction going up in most of these markets because the demand on housing has not decreased. It's still really prevalent. It's just that it's shifted into a different market, right? We were doing a lot of existing sales, whereas now I'm seeing a lot more new construction than I was before. And so what I personally have done is I actually go to a lot of the local builders in my area and offer to help them with any fallout that they have that their in-house lenders can't close.
Yes.
And I always touch on specifically the products I know they don't offer, right? We'll go down to a 500 credit score. We'll do no income verification, AKA DSCR loans. We'll do bank statement products. I'm in South Florida. We have a huge Hispanic population here. I talk about I-10 products all the time. And we also do a lot of independent contractors. So I talk about 1099 products. And I know those are things that their in-house lenders aren't offering. And it's a way for me to get my foot in the door and actually start to kind of build those relationships with my local builders. And I get a ton of referral business from them.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And I think it makes sense. You're not coming in to step on something that they already have. You walk into a Lennar or one of the national track builders and you come with a weak game, so to speak, and not pull up something that's solution based. I know, for me, I even do this not only with builders, but I use MMI to be able to identify if I'm meeting with an agent or talking with an agent, who are they using? If I notice they're using, ABC Credit Union, then I know they don't have access to these products. And if you look at how much, as Isabel explained, the market has shifted, right? And especially in areas like she is right now in Florida, it's very big with I-10 loans, self-employed, educating those frontline, salespeople about what it is that you can offer is only going to help make you that go-to person in your market. So very, very good advice. So what is some of the, obviously everybody, when you call and you're trying to pick up new business, there's always going to be some opposition. What is the most common opposition you hear with broker referral partners when it comes to non-QM products?
To be honest with you, Tom, I don't really get a lot of pushback on it because it's to them more of like, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know that was possible. Really? Tell me a little bit more. So I think that because the product options are different, I don't really get resistance. Sometimes I'll get stuff like, especially when I'm talking to builders in my area, they'll be like, well, we already have an in-house lender, right?
Yeah.
And so it's the easiest thing to overcome. Great. When they can't close that transaction for you, call me.
Yes.
And it's because I understand how sales works for the builders. Like most of the builders in my area, this is just talking to the sales reps, right? If I, as a sales rep, lose that contract, I can't resell that house. It's got to go back into the pot and somebody else gets to sell the home that I just had under contract. Well, that means I lose my commission.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing a solution to the sales agent, and they're going to be interested in keeping that contract together because they want to get paid because they're commission based as well. They may have a base salary, but most of their money is coming out of the commission, the sale.
Yeah.
So just kind of giving them an out to still make the money that they need to make with respecting the relationship that they have in house. So they love it. They're like, yes, leave me your information. Let's, schedule lunch. When can we grab some coffee? So I really don't get a lot of pushback. It's more like, I did not know that was possible.
Right.
I wish I would have known you. I just lost a deal. Like it ends up, opening up conversation.
So let's talk about, the after that meeting, right? And you're going through, you've kind of set the stage as far as what it is that you can do. In my opinion, the biggest success in those meetings come afterwards with the loan officer's follow-up. What do you do for follow-up in that to keep educating them? Do you have something set with a CRM? Is it something that you're manually doing? How do you continue cultivating that relationship once you've planted the seed?
I personally am a little old school. I believe that relationships are actual relationships. So I constantly visit my local builders because, like, where I'm at, I mean, every city and state's a little different, but we literally have a strip. It's a street of new construction builders. Like, I just go up and down that street all day long. So I will just do, in the very beginning when I first started, I would go once a week. Once I actually established the relationships, I would go once a month just to stay top of mind, stay in front of them in case the deal came through that was falling apart. But people now know me because I've been so consistent. And some of these people, because we've done so many deals together, have become actual friends. Like one of the bigger, we have DR Horton in my backyard. They do so much business here. It's insane.
Yeah.
So their top sales guy, we go out on boating trips together. Like we hang out, we barbecue. I've been to his house. Like we legitimately are friends. I did his refinance. I did his best friend's purchase. So I believe that when you build relationships, you're building real relationships with people. So I don't really use a CRM system to do that part of it for me. I stay face to face in front of them and really go a little bit deep.
I like that you call it old school because it's just called hard work, Isabel. It's called intentional hard work. It's good to have technology paired with hard work. And I'm sure you guys have some of that great technology over at Be My Neighbor. But the point I wanted to make, it doesn't start with just one call and, hey, we have this, or one stop. Relationships take a little bit of time to develop and grow, right? I would say even for Isabel and I, we've been friends now for, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
Probably looked at me at first like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And before too long, her and I have talked enough, the same as you're going to with your builders or your agents. It needs to be intentional. So when you're stopping by the track of new construction builder homes and those sales reps are there, be intentional about it. You're showing up to make the best use of their time, but also to help educate them. And I know education really, in my opinion, is the key factor in somebody becoming or maintaining a successful mortgage origination business. And obviously, that's what you guys are doing. You're doing an amazing job, Isabel. I've loved watching the growth that Be My Neighbor has been experiencing lately, watching you guys venture into new states. Great leaders at the top with you, Chris and Nathan. Thankful to have you a part of our community. Hopefully you guys got some good nuggets from this today, meaning it's going to require you to take action. You can't just show up and be, half, I don't know if I can use that word, half rear-ending it, so to speak. It needs to be consistent.
I kind of just recommend be consistent. The more consistent you are, the easier it gets. I don't walk into sales offices any longer and not know the staff.
Yeah.
Like literally people expect to see me because I'm so consistent with the relationship building of it. So it does get easier. It's painful in the very beginning, but the more often you do it, the less painful it becomes because now you're offering something that they need.
Got to be intentional with it. I know for me, I used to, I would do 3 months to where I would hardcore press either a builder or a realtor for 3 months, 3 touches a day for 3 months. And it would not 3 touches a day, 3 touches a week. That would be almost annoying. But email, video, and in person, right? If you're doing those, that seed is getting watered. The relationship is sprouting. You will start to gain business from it, even if they have a preferred lender, because she isn't walking in. We know that because Isabel's a broker, she will blow the doors off their in-house lender anyways, unless they maybe bought some, future money, which some of these builders have done and secured a stupid low interest rate. But that is not the majority of the buyers in this market right now. So, Isabel, thank you. Thank you for coming up here, sharing with our broker family, hopefully a good tip that will help them go out and grow and get it. You are adored in this industry. Thank you for being a great example to everyone on what hard work looks like. And thank you for all that tuned in. We're here every week, noon Eastern in the Brokers Are Better group, 9 Pacific. If you want to check out some of our past episodes, go to our YouTube page at AIME National. 10 minutes or less, we give you something tangible that you can take and execute on that will help propel your growth. So, Isabel, thanks again. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of your week, and I hope you go out and grow and get it.
Love it. Bye. Thanks,
Take
Tom.
care.